Hello and welcome back to Operation Sea Lion. We've got an exciting release with a lot of new features, so let's dive right into the action. So you've seen that we have a notification when somebody notices you, and now we have exploding barrels. These exploding barrels should make the level much more fun to play. One other thing that you might have noticed is that we have various cursors, crosshairs if you wish, for different weapons. So here you see that we have this crosshair for the machine gun. And if we switch over to the pistol, we have this other one. And there is also another reason why we implemented this, not only for differentiation, but also because various weapons have different types of recoil. So you can see that the pistol is not a really accurate weapon at a long distance, but still it will roughly shoot where you point at. But if you keep pressing, it's gonna have recoil, so it's gonna miss more. And if we switch over to the machine gun, you can see that now the recoil spreads the bullets all over the place. Okay. Let's go and see how the stress system works. So basically we have this long bar here, which tells us how stressed our character is. And one of the things that increases stress is... let's die. I'm talking too much and not killing enough enemies. So we introduced you last time to auto-targeting mode. So auto-targeting mode is nothing more than an ability that the character has. So when you enable that, it stresses him out because he has to be really focused on what he does. So when you enable auto-targeting mode, you can see that the stress level begins to grow. One other thing that happens with auto-targeting is that it because of all the noise it makes, it stimulates enemies to come towards you, and you will find yourself surrounded by more and more enemies if you continue to use auto-targeting. And then die. Okay. Let's try this again. So the idea is to use auto-targeting only when you absolutely need it. And you've seen that I've collected a blue item here. This is a stress relief item. In this case, it's World War II themed, a World War II magazine about detectives, and you just saw our new inventory screen. Really basic right now, but the functionality is there. Okay. So this time I'll try to be smarter with the way I attack players. The enemies, sorry. You can see that the sniper is a really accurate weapon. and deals a lot of damage. But it's a slow shooter. So here we have a pack of cigarettes. If we can go to the inventory and see that they're here, and the moment that we get the cigarettes, the stress level diminishes. Let's get some health. Let's destroy the bunker. Oh, wow. That was a really strong rocket launcher. One new feature is that enemies have a chance of dropping their weapons. We have still yet to adjust the percentages for this, but it's here, and it can be really rewarding to kill enemies. Another feature is this new weapon. It's the shotgun, and it deals a lot of damage when a lot of enemies are nearby, clustered together. Probably we should make the enemies a little less tough, but let's try this again. Also, you can see that we have a very faint line. This tells us where the player is likely to hit when he shoots, and it helps you out to see when you're being obstructed by something on the map. I took cover behind these crates here, so there was no problem in taking out the enemies. You have to be smart in this game. Speaking about abilities, let's switch over to the machine gun, which we saw previously that it's very imprecise. So we have the machine gun here, and we want to kill this bad guy here. We have another ability called sharpshooter. So if I press R and then click on the sharpshooter, now when I press space to enable this ability, you can see that even with a machine gun I get really precise shooting. Okay, let's get this package of cigarettes to reduce our stress level. Let's get some ammunition for the shotgun. Maybe search for some med packs. Yes. Oh, but one other thing that we implemented, and I'm gonna purposefully die here, is checkpoints. So since we reached this checkpoint here, this base, now the player gets spawned over here, so I don't have to cross over the whole map to get to this point. Eliminates a lot of frustration from the previous builds. Okay. He got me. He's a sniper, and probably you noticed one other new feature, and that is that snipers have a red line when they shoot at you. Okay, let's get some med packs. Destroy this objective. This is a really powerful weapon. We have only a few bullets, or in this case rockets, available. One new thing that we implemented right now, when you run out of ammunition, you automatically get switched to another weapon. Okay, maybe I shouldn't use this one. I can use the pistol. Okay, great. I wanted to use the rocket launcher for the final mission here. Okay, so we can see we have a lot of bad guys, so I'm gonna try and concentrate my... Okay, excellent. Throw a grenade and not shoot him. You can hear how scared they are. Okay, let's see if anybody else is here. Okay, so you probably noticed that our lighting has changed, and this is because we opted for a more sunset kind of setting, and this is because the lighthouse gained some importance in this build. So when you reach the lighthouse, you have the opportunity to interact with it, and by completing a short series of keys, you can set in motion an action. So let's see how this works. Here we press E to interact, same as in many other games. And now you have to press the down key and the left key. And you can see that the lighthouse started to send a Morse signal. And in this case, this completes the mission because you send a message to your allies by doing this. Okay, so I think this is about it. These were the most important changes that we had, but the list is enormous. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.